what we're going to be using today is we're going to use some Maxima, some chain cleaner, some chain wax, got some latex gloves, and my handy dandy chain brush. Now, instead of using chain cleaner, you can use WD-40 or kerosene. Maybe have about 1,000 miles, 800 miles, somewhere around there. I've been lubing my chain, but it might be time to clean it. So as you can see here, it's not very rusty. The meantime, looks okay. It just looks dirty. One of my subscribers asked if I could pull the sprocket cover off and check back there for any dirt or excess lube. So we're going to go ahead and pull off the sprocket cover and see how it looks back there. Try and get in here and also clean up the sprocket a little bit. Go ahead and take off this little side cover with a 4mm. Pull out our drains for our coolant and our overflow gas. All right, 8mm with an extension. All right, so it looks like there's 4 bolts, and they all look the same size, and appears to be no Loctite on them. And then the little plastic cover will come right out. That looks pretty clean. Doesn't look that bad in there. Yeah, that looks all right. So we'll just still clean all that up. A little dirt there, nothing much. We're gonna start cleaning our chain. Have a little container. What we're gonna do is do a little section. Just spray it. Grab your brush of choice. We're just gonna give it a few swipes. My chain's not really dirty, so I don't have to worry about a lot of rust. If you got rust on there, you need to try and get it off. I'm just gonna just dry it off a little bit to keep it from slinging around. Now I like to take a little piece of paper towel, stick it right where I started. That way when I scroll, when I come back around to it, I know where I started. Now, if you don't have a Motion Pro chain cleaner tool, you can always go to the dollar store. They have these 3 different types of brushes for $1. Or you can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, and they got nylon brushes. Or toothbrush works. And you can use this and scrub each side. Get it nice and clean. When we get done, we're gonna rinse it off with water, let it dry. Now, if you don't have a center stand, you can just roll it. Do a little bit, roll it. You know, honestly, this Motion Pro thing, this one keeps popping out. It's actually, it's very aggravating. All right, as you see, we've made it to our little piece. Now, sometimes it gets stuck on the rotor or on the gears, so just keep an eye on it. So here it is. This is where we started. Didn't take me long. So we're just gonna do this one little spot. I am a little rough on this, and I got the plastic one. You can buy one metal. This bottom brush keeps sliding out. So all I did was put a little tiny screw in it. Real shallow screw, so that way I haven't run risk of gouging my chain, but it's a really small, tiny shallow screw. All right, so now the back, this here is used for getting into areas you can't reach. I'm gonna put our little tray below it. Now we're gonna give it a spray. Spray it all in there. And we're going to use the long bristles. Just clean around that. Clean around everything. And we're going to spray it with water, so we'll get all this out. I've seen them really caked full of, you know, like wax and different types of chain And same with like the cover. Go ahead and spray in there and clean that. Doesn't need to be perfect because it's going to get dirty again pretty quick, but as long as you get the majority of it off. Or, you know, if you want it perfect, then you just do it perfect. However you do you. Get a little of this sprocket. Again, my sprocket is not bad enough to where it's got tons of rust or any issues on it. I can use pretty much just a paper towel to clean it. I don't know if you guys can see it, there's a lot of dirt falling off. Look at all that dirt. So that looks nice and clean, almost brand new. So she does need a bath, so we're gonna go ahead and give her a wash. I'm gonna use some Walmart Mother's Wash and Wax. And a little squirt. We're gonna use the fan. We're just gonna wet her down. All right, so she's all rinsed, washed. So one thing we can do is dry her off. You know, use a air compressor. So we're gonna blow it. I always, after I wash it, I like to start it up. Just to make sure she starts and not get any damaged any components or anything like that. Gorgeous girl. All right, so we're gonna put our cover back on. They didn't have Loctite on beforehand, so I'm not going to put Loctite on now. And the torque on these are going to be 87 inch-pounds. It's not foot-pounds, it's inch-pounds. Which I have some cheap Harbor Freight. These things are terrible, don't ever buy them. All right, so now we can lube her chain. Like I said before, we're using Maxima chain wax. Give it a nice shake. Just spray it on just like that. Remember where I did that. Move on to the next. Move on to the next. There's our little paper towel. And it suggests to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes to dry. I'm going to hit up some of the shiny bits with some wax. I use just some Meguiar's wax. I'm just gonna, wax and protects the paint. It does make it a little more slippery, so if you're trying to grip the tank with your legs, but I like to be able to have this paint last. So it also makes it easier to remove dirt. You wax it. So especially everybody with a Z900 knows that our undertail gets coated with dirt. So if you wax it, it'll be easier to remove the dirt. There's not much there to wax. I mean, it's a motorcycle, so. One other thing that I would say don't ever do is don't ever put tire shine on your tires. After we lube, clean our chain, wash our bikes, just once in a while, you need to check how much play you got in your chain. Pull it down right at 2.25 inches. Push it up just at 3/4 of an inch. So that's right at 1.5 inches. That's within spec. I like mine a little on the looser side. That way if my wife gets on the back, hits some bumps, I'm not putting undue stress on the chain. Hope everybody enjoyed watching me clean the chain, lube it, and wash the bike. I have a lot more content to be coming, so subscribe, hit the little bell so that way you get notified when I upload a video. I'll talk to you guys later. See you in the next video.